Now, the campus protests have the support of many Jewish college students, but many others say that they feel intimidated and unsafe.
Within the hour, the House voted overwhelmingly to pass a measure targeting anti-Semitism on campus. CBS 2's Tony Aiello spoke with two local sponsors of the bipartisan bill.
We need to be able to define anti-Semitism.
The bill, sponsored by Republican Mike Lawler and Democrat Josh Gottheimer, does just that. Their Anti-Semitism Awareness Act directs the U.S. Department of Education to use the definition developed by the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance when enforcing federal anti-discrimination laws. Quote, anti-Semitism is a certain perception of Jews, which may be expressed as hatred toward Jews. It goes on to define examples of anti-Semitism. Some of the heated rhetoric on college campuses would be included.
When you hear from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, the reality is that is calling for the eradication of Jews and the state of Israel.
All of our colleges have a responsibility to protect against hate and discrimination. And again, there's a difference between speech, which should be protected, and harassment and violence and intimidation, like a death threat.
Colleges that fail to protect Jewish students could face civil rights enforcement. Critics, including Congressman Jerry Nadler, say the bill sweeps too broadly and would chill constitutionally protected free speech, including legitimate criticism of Israel. But others say speech has limits, and some of the rhetoric crosses the line into harassment.
A lot of people come to me, but maybe they don't completely understand what they say. Those people are educated adults who are going to the best institutions in the world. They should know what they say.
The bill still needs to pass the Senate and be signed by President Biden to become law. Tony Aiello, CBS 2 News.
It's not clear right now if Speaker Johnson will bring other bills to a vote, including one to create a national anti-Semitism coordinator position in the White House.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which is to say in the Paleo-Hebrew, also known as the Lashawan Quadash, Yahweh, which is the name of our Heavenly Father, meaning He is, Bahashem, meaning in the name, Yahweh Shai, meaning He is our salvation, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus a so-called black man, okay? And the video you seen was pretty much, the House passing a measure targeting anti-Semi, okay? And they trying to get this, bill passed into law, presumably, based on whether or not the president, signs this bill into law, it's going to pretty much say that what? You can't say anything negative or what they deem hateful against, these so-called 1948ers, okay? Because they quick to, want to reap the benefits of being a so-called J, but they don't want to tell you how they got to, receive that, okay? They don't want to use biblical scriptures to go in to show how are they the people, okay? But yet they want all the benefits pertaining to the people, okay? When none of the prophecies fit them pertaining to being those people, all right? But yet they want bills to help, pacify them. They want laws to go into effect so you can't talk bad about them. And that's all, that is all what's supposed to happen, okay? Because this word is getting ready to be sold up, okay? It's getting ready to be, withdrawn, all right? So these laws have to go into effect, all right? So that the word can be removed from off the streets. So this is all part of prophecy. Now, this is Revelation 2 and verse 9. Excuse me. It says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Right, because we have this truth, this true knowledge. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Now, Yahushua was referring to the wicked of our people, but this can be implied to those imposters that's in our homeland right now for the time being, you know, because this whole college campus back and forth bickering between Israeli and Palestine, don't get it twisted. This is all part of the script so that they can have a way to slither their way in to removing this word from off the street. Okay? But little do they know that's all according to prophecy. Amos, the 8th chapter, the 11th verse, the famine of the word. You know, so they have to demonize the truth, even if they have to blur the lines in saying that there's a thin line between freedom of speech and hate. Okay, if they want to take that route to fulfill prophecy, if the Most High want to use them and allow them to go that route to fulfill prophecy, you know, so be it. Okay, because we are close to the end. All right, and prophecies has to be fulfilled. So if that's the way they want to go about, you know, slithering their way, getting one foot in the door of removing this truth from off the internet, from out the streets, you know, let's get it on. Okay, like Judge Mel Lane used to say, let's get it on. Okay, so if that's what they got to do, hey, get it started. Let Biden sign that bill into law. Let it go into the federal, you know, the federal offense, you know, and let's see how things go, okay? Because we know, according to prophecy, Salakia, that they are not the people of the land, okay? Furthermore, we're going to prove that, all right? Because Yahweh, in the name, through his only begotten son, is supposed to bring us back into that homeland, okay? And when we get back to the homeland, there's not supposed to be any wars going on. But yet these people are quick, okay, to claim that they are the people of the land, all right? And if you call them out of their name or you say something derogatory about them, you can be deemed anti-Semite, all right? And now they're trying to pass this bill into law that will have you, you know, penalized if you are, you know, part of this campus or on campus. And I believe the act is called the Columbia Act, okay? So this just further goes to show you that these people aren't the people of the Bible, okay? Now they are the biblical Edomites masquerading as us, okay? A bastard should dwell in Ashdod, okay? Those are the bastards that's dwelling in our land for the time being, until that land gets eradicated and purified, okay? That land has to go through a complete renovation before we come back to that land. So they just fulfilling prophecy, okay? Now, let's go to, Slaki, let's go to Ezekiel 20. And let's jump down to about 41. Or 42. This is Ezekiel 20 and 42. And it reads, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh, when I shall bring you into the land of Israel. Okay? Not some declaration, Belflor declaration, you know, Yahweh. He was going to bring us into the land. Not some declaration declaring that that land is belongs to these imposters, okay? It says, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh when I shall bring you into the land of Israel. And how he's going to do that? When he stretch out his arm by sending his only begotten son Yahushua. It says, into the country for the which I lift up my hand to give to your fathers, okay? He's going to bring us back home through that, you know, he's going to bring us back home to that land through Yahushua. It says 43, and there shall ye remember your ways. Are those people over there remembering the ways? No, they have those, you know, alphabet parades and parties and things of that magnitude in that land, okay? That's why that land has to be completely purged. It says, Slaki, and there shall you remember your ways and all your doings, wherein ye have been defiled, and ye shall loathe yourselves in your own sight. for all your evils that ye have committed. Right. And those people over there, they're not concerned about, whether or not, hey, this is right or wrong. Because one, they don't have the covenant, that stony heart removed, okay? So they don't have any type of cognitive, ignition to know whether or not they doing right or wrong, okay? So it says 43, and there shall you remember your ways. And they're not remembering their ways, okay? Because every year they have a alphabet parade, all right? And all your doings. So why are they not, more in line to what the scriptures say, okay? They have, what's that book? Talmud, where they try to mix their own traditions with the Bible. Where does it say that in the Bible? Okay, the Bible says that what? Let's see if we can get that. Salakia, Isaiah. This is Isaiah 34:16. It says, "Seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read." Not no Talmud, not any else outside of this book. It says, "Seek ye out of the book of Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate." Right. So you trying to add to this, goes all the more to show you that you're not the people of the land, okay? And you want laws to be passed so that you can, feel more safe and secure about stolen land? No, okay? You're going to get it all the way up until the end. We're going to expose you. We're going to, prophesy against you pursuant to Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, I believe. Let's see. Make sure I got it right. Yeah, Ezekiel 35. It says, "Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it." So we're going to prophesy against Esau, Edom, okay, Mount Seir. So we're going to get on you and tell you that you're not the people of the land, okay? And how dare you try to use antisemitism to justify, your wicked doings, okay? As if you have rights to that land, that it belongs to you, okay? You got that through through deceitfulness, okay? And now all of a sudden you want laws to be passed on your behalf because you claim it's a thin line between freedom of speech and hatred? Come on, man. Just show us how you are a Jew, okay? Just show us using the Bible. Not some rabbi, go into the scriptures, show us the curses that fits you, okay? But you want the world to believe that you're the real people, but you can't go into the curses and show how they, all impacted you one way or another, okay? When did you go on cargo slave ships and was auctioned and sold and scattered throughout the four corners of the earth? Okay, you can't do that. But yet you won't help to protect you from anti-Semitism. Okay? This is complete madness, man. But we know it's all pursuant to prophecy that the famine of the word has to hit. So these people have to put these things into laws, okay? This is Daniel. Slakia. Daniel 7, and let's go to verse 25. Daniel 7:25, and it reads, "And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High." Who are the saints? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? Not you imposters that's over there masquerading as the people, but the real Jews, okay? It says, "And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. Right, and now he's getting ready to try to put into a law that you can't say certain things about these people who aren't the real people. And if doing so, you can be, penalized accordingly. So it says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High. Right, and that's all Esau Edom does, man. And it's attempt to try to come off like he's, a righteous individual. He speak great words against the Most High. All right, because one, he doesn't even magnify and call on the right name. Okay, Yahweh, or whatever he wants to say. Okay, he can't call on the right name. All right, it's like fire to his mouth, man. It says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. Okay, and that law he's trying to change from freedom of speech to hate speech is going to be what's going to kickstart that famine of the word. Amos, the 8th chapter. Okay, let's go there. Because this is all part of prophecy, man. This word has to be removed from off the internet, from off the streets. And then, it's going to allow all hell to, further break loose, because people are going to be wanting to know what's going on. And they're not going to be able to find answers to their solutions. Okay? This is Amos 8:11. And it says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, saith the Lord Almighty, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Right, and they trying to use this whole college protest thing as a stepping stone to get one foot in to removing freedom of speech, okay? So that now if you say anything negative about these people, you can be fined or, eventually carted off to prison, okay? Because they're trying to get this on a federal level, all right? And we know once the feds get involved, they can look into your past history, look at your IP addresses on your internet, on your, tablets, on whatever devices you use. They can go back and see and get all type of information on you, okay? They can ask your neighbors about you, your family members about you. They're going to do it in such a sly way that the people are going to be given information aren't going to think twice about it. They're not going to think that they're doing something that's going to further, put you in a bad lighting, okay? The Fed's gonna call and just ask seemingly questions like, do you know such and such? And whoever it is may say, yeah, and then they might just continue to go on and ask questions and get more information on you. Do they work at this place? Just give me a little bit of information, and they're gonna give you information. Oh, we just want to bring them in and talk to them. And next thing you know, you're gonna be getting scooped up, and picked up while you at the gym working out somewhere. Okay. So, these things are coming. Persecution is coming, okay? So it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Almighty, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but what? But of hearing the words of Yahweh. Right. And these Edomites put this anti-Semitism into law. Hey, you're going to have to tread carefully on what you say, to the point where, hey, they just going to remove all of that off the internet. Okay? The algorithm is going to pick it up. If you say anything, it's going to send certain words over to the feds, and they're going to start, building cases on you before they roll in on you. They may allow you to, preach so far to build up cases on you, and then when they feel like they have enough on you, they're going to roll in on you, man. That's what Isaiah 59:19 says. Let me see if I can pick that up. Because when they roll in on you, they're gonna already have a case put against you. And if you know anything about the feds, their eviction rate is 99%. Okay, so in the eyes of the public, they're going to have enough to put you forth and bring you forth amongst kings and rulers to persecute you. Okay, so don't think, even though when they if this bill goes into law, right away, that it may not seemingly take place. They're going to be building up stuff on you. They're going to continue to let you make these videos after this law is passed. So once they pass this law, and they can timestamp it as of that date, and every video that's posted on the internet thereafter, they can build a case against that. Okay, so they may allow us to continue to make these videos for a while they building up their cases. Okay, so that they can put together whatever false accusations that they can, so that they could be justified in the justified in the eyes of the public. All right. Before they roll in on us, okay? Because it tells us Isaiah 59 that they're gonna roll in on us, okay? So they may come in while you sleeping at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. They may hit you with a silent knock where they just, come in and don't even knock. Or they might hit you with a boom, 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 boom. Or they might slip some kind of gas to your, up under your door to try to knock you out. But make no mistake about it, man. When they build that case and they got enough information on you, they gonna come and see whether or not you at home, man. And like I said, they're gonna be asking your neighbors about you, your friends about you, your co-workers about you. They gonna get where you like to go and stuff like that, man. So don't get afraid or frightened, man. These things that we read is to help build our faith, okay? Now this is Isaiah 59 in verse 19. It says, "So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood." So they're going to come in like a flood. They're going to swoop in, man. They're going to swoop in. And usually they come in when you dead in your sleep. 3, 4 o'clock, whatever time it is, they trust me, they're gonna be building a case against us, man. They're gonna let us make so many videos. They're gonna send people, out while you preaching on the streets with cameras in their glass. These people, you gotta understand who you dealing with, man. They're gonna be, having interactions with you're gonna think it's just, regular people. Slakia. And it may be, your own kinsmen. People that look just like you but are higher. Okay? We're gonna get that in scripture as well. So they're gonna build a case against you, man. And when they have enough intel that they can use in the eyes of the public to persecute you, then they gonna roll in, man. Okay? Now this is Isaiah 59 and 19. One more time. It says, "So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him." So a standard will be lifted. Okay? But, in the same sense, some of us are going to be, given for that testimony, okay? So just know, hey, if you one of the ones, or if, we one of the ones, and we have to give that testimony, hey, let's do it. Let's give it, okay? Now this is give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find that. Should know it, but let me see if I can look it up. It was Luke 20. Okay, Luke 20. And yeah, don't be surprised, man. They're gonna be sending, agents up to the camp with cameras in their, glasses, or, just people that look like they taking pictures, but secretly recording us, man. Okay, building up a case. Okay, because once they pass this law, they have to allow things that happen preceding that law to build a case up against you, because you could come up and say, all that was before that law was passed. But then once they pass that law, like I said, they may continue to let us, preach on the streets and upload videos so that what? They can have a stronger case to be built up against us. So this is Luke 20:20, and it reads, and they watched him and sent forth spies, which should feign themselves just men, that they might take hold of his words, that so they might deliver him unto the power and authority of the governor. Salakia. So just know, okay, if they persecuted Yahushua, they're going to persecute us, all right? So we have to be prepared for this, and we have to know that if we have to give a testimony, hey, we got to stand on business, okay? So don't be surprised if they pass this anti-Semitism into law, okay? And it starts off with the college campuses, and then somehow it just so happened to make itself, it just so happened to make its way off the college campuses into the internet and into, out in the person, out and about in person, okay? So don't be surprised, all right? So, that's what it is, okay? They're not the people, and they want to pass the law so they can be justified and having a way to, bringing forth the famine of the word, but it's all been orchestrated by the Most High, Yahweh, so we all know that it has to come to pass, okay? So we have to be, we have to be sober and be vigilant. We have to watch for these things, okay? So let's go back. 20. Where we at? Daniel 7, 25. Touched on that. So they want to change the times and laws, okay? And like I said, they want to change that law, and they need, the president to sign that bill into law so that they can, get that anti-Semitism on the books, okay? So that they can get this thing started, all right? But just showing you, that these aren't the people. So, this is what it is, okay? We here. Don't be afraid, Just know that these are the times that we living in. What a wonderful time to be alive, man. All right, to see the downfall of this wicked kingdom, okay? So they coming, they gonna persecute us, man. Some of us gonna be persecuted. Some of us gonna get, lifted up with that standard, okay? So just be prepared, This is it, man. These things have to happen in order for us to get up out of here, all right? So, just wanted to bring that out. Found that, kind of interesting that, all of a sudden you see this mass awakening of all these colleges, speaking on these, conflicts between the Israelis and the Palestinians, to now it's a issue that they have to try to bring into effect, passing this measure targeting so they can get it signed into a bill and eventually signed into law. Okay? So Esau getting ready to roll on us, man. Some of us gonna get, carted off in the middle of the night. Some of us gonna be lifted up, that standard. So just be prepared, all right? So I think that was about it, we're gonna go ahead and close out. Take it over to 1 Peter 5 and 8. This 1 Peter 5 and verse 8. And it reads, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Right, and trust and believe once this thing goes into law, hey, don't expect for your videos to be taken down right away, because he's going to have to build a case on us, okay? Don't expect for, laws to go into effect right away, that if you get caught preaching on the streets, you can face jail time. No, that's why he's starting off with allowing it to go through the college campuses, okay? He's going to build up his case bit by bit, all right, until he's ready to fully come down. Knowing that he has but a short time, he's going to roll. It's going to start off in the colleges, but it's going to end up on the internet, and then eventually it's going to end up out there in person, okay? To where if you preach or say anything that could be deemed derogatory or hate speech, hey, you can be called in and questioned. Hey, we just want to have a talk with you, okay? Next thing you know, hey, you find yourself in what? Revelation 2:10. Fear none of these things, for the devil shall, come down on some of you, okay? Let's read that. Revelation 2:10. It says, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. So don't be surprised if they want to say, hey, can you come down and talk to us? We just want to, question you about some of your beliefs and, some of your ideologies that we've been watching you for the past 6, 7, 8 months. Okay. Okay. And we have these laws on the books that, we can persecute you under these laws. Okay. And it says what? Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. Okay, you're going to have to come before a court of law. You're going to have to sit before, kings and majesties and rulers, and you're going to have to give a you're going to have to give a testimony. It says what? That ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Okay, however long they want to throw you in, jail, depending on the severity that they feel like, fits the bill. Hey, it says, be thou faithful unto death. Even if they want to say, hey, we got to take you to the guillotine. You've treason. You're treason against the state, against the country. It says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Okay? So know what you involve, man. Hey, we in these last days. Esau, Edom he has to make his move. Okay, he doesn't have contrary to what he tells us and puts out there in the public, he don't have all this time that he's claiming, 2030, 2050. No, he got to make that move now. He got to stage these events that you're seeing right here before your very own eyes. Okay, so that he can, like I say, be justified amongst the mass. Okay. But essentially, this is all the doings of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Okay? And he's speeding up the process of sending his only begotten son Yahweh Shai. All right? So let's finish out in 1 Peter 5:8. 1 Peter 5:8, and it reads, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about. And he gonna walk about, okay? Like I said, don't be surprised if you get people or a group or an individual come up to you while you out there preaching on the streets, ask you questions. They may seem strange and weird, but, hey, that's just the devil doing what the devil do. Okay? So it says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. All right? So just wanted to bring that out. Pray someone was edified through this lesson. And until the next time, if it be the good Lord's will, stay strong, stay in the faith. We almost home. Shalom. Peace.